Hello everyone. In this video, we'll discuss the format of a lesson plan for writing a composition. So let's first choose some topic for the composition. Oh yes, we can take the topic our school library. But before going ahead, I would like to request you to please hit the like button, share the video with your friends and subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed to it yet. So we'll begin with writing date, class, subject, topic, period and duration as we had written in the previous lesson plan. Then we'll write general aims. The general aims for writing composition are: number 1, to enable the students to express their views in black and white in an organized, effective and systematic way. Number 2, to enable the students to recall adequate and appropriate vocabulary and make its proper use in sentences. To enable them to determine the structure of the sentences and phrases so as to be able to express them correctly. To develop communicative competence in students, to enable the students to express information in a manner that is fit for understanding by a reader, to enable the students to make use of correct grammar, punctuation marks, spellings, proper vocabulary and avoidance of wrong words, to enable the students to write freely and at an adequate speed. Then you will write specific objectives for all the 3 domains, that is cognitive, affective and psychomotor. In cognitive domain, you will write 2 objectives for knowledge level, 2 for comprehension and 2 for application. In affective domain, you will write 1 objective for interest and 1 for attitude. And then in psychomotor domain, you will write 1 or 2 objectives for skill. Then next heading will be material aid. Here you can mention whatever teaching aids you are using, such as charts, models, flashcards or concrete objects, etc. So for this lesson plan, we can use a model of a library. The next heading will be previous knowledge. Here we can write that students have knowledge about school library. Then next heading will be introduction. Here we will make 2 columns, one for pupil teachers activity and one for students activity. And we can ask questions from the previous knowledge of the students. Such as, first question can be, where do you go to study? The expected answer of the students will be, we go to school to study. So we will write this answer in students activity. Then second question can be, what are the different places you find in a school? The expected answer to this question will be, we find classrooms, playground, office, etc. in a school. Question 3 can be, where do you see a large collection of books? The answer can be, we see a large collection of books in the library. The last question should be a problematic one, whose answer the students wouldn't know. So it can be, besides books, what else is available in the library? So since it's a problematic question, children wouldn't know its answer. So in the students activity, we'll write problematic question. Then we'll declare our topic. So the next heading will be statement of aim. Here we'll write, today we'll develop a composition on our school library. Then the next heading will be presentation. Here we'll need 2 punch sheets together as usual. We'll make 2 columns on the left punch sheet and 2 on the right punch sheet. The first heading on the left punch sheet will be teaching point and next heading will be pupil teachers activity. The first heading on the right punch sheet will be students activity and the second heading will be teaching aid / blackboard work. Some people make 1 more column for writing the method used before the column of teaching aid / blackboard work. But it's not necessary to make it. Then the first teaching point will be keywords for introduction. In pupil teacher's activity, you will write the pupil teacher will give the keywords for developing the introduction of the composition. Then you will write 3 keywords over here. For example, here you can write the keywords such as gateway of knowledge, collection of books and librarian. You will write the same keywords in the teaching aid/blackboard work column also, because while teaching you will write these keywords on the blackboard. And in the students activity, you will write the students will listen carefully and try to comprehend them. Then in the pupil teachers activity column, below the keywords, you will write that the pupil teacher will ask questions based on the keywords for developing the introduction of the composition. So here you will ask one question per keyword with the students. For example, here for the first keyword you can ask, what is a library also known as? You will write this question in the pupil teachers activity. Then you will write its expected answer in the students activity. Then you will ask questions related to the second and third keywords as well, and you will write their expected answers in the students activity. Now, after asking the third question, you will give the statement to guide the students as to how to write the introduction of the composition. Then, second teaching point will be keywords for developing the body. Here in the pupil teachers activity, you will write the pupil teacher will give the keywords for developing the body of the composition. Then you will write 5 keywords over here. For example, here you can write the keywords such as well stocked, well furnished, different subjects, register, fine, etc. Here you will write the same keywords in the teaching aid/blackboard work column as well. And in the students activity, you will write the students will listen carefully and try to comprehend them. Then in pupil teachers activity column, below the keywords, you will write that the pupil teacher will ask questions based on the keywords for developing the body of the composition. So here you will ask the students one question per keyword in the same way as you had done for the introduction of the composition. For example, here for the first keyword you can ask, look at the keywords and tell me how should the library of a school be, and you will write its expected answer in the students activity column. In the same way, you will ask questions for all the keywords and write the expected answers in the students activity column. Then you will give the statement to develop the body of the composition. Then the third teaching point will be keywords for conclusion. Here in the pupil teachers activity, you will write the pupil teacher will give the keywords for developing the conclusion of the composition, such as increasing knowledge, keeps updated, etc. Then you will write the same keywords in the teaching aid/blackboard work column as well. And in the students activity, you will write the students will listen carefully and try to comprehend them. Then in the pupil teachers activity columns, you will write that the pupil teacher will ask questions based on the keyword for developing the conclusion of the composition. So here you will ask one question per keyword with the students in the same way as you had done for the introduction and body of the composition. For example, here for the first keyword you can ask, how can a library be helpful? And you will write its expected answer in the students activity column. In the same way, you will ask question for the second keyword also and write the expected answer in the students activity column. Then again you will give the statement, but here you will not give the statement for the conclusion part only. Rather, you will narrate the whole essay from the introduction till the conclusion. And here you should also show a chart or a model of the library to the students. Stick the miniature of the chart or model, whatever it is, over here in the teaching aid/Blackboard work column. Now the presentation part is over. So you will paste Blackboard summary in your lesson plan showing the keywords for developing introduction, body and the conclusion of the composition. The next heading will be writing and supervision. Here you will write, the pupil teacher will ask the students to develop the entire composition in their own words and make use of the keywords given on the blackboard. The next heading will be checking work. Here you will write, the pupil teacher will check the copies of the students and rectify their mistakes. The last heading will be homework. You can give a topic similar to the one you have just taught in the class to develop a composition. For example, here you taught how to write a composition on the topic Our School Library. So, for homework, you can give the topic My School to write the composition. In all the other formats of a lesson plan, we ask recapitulatory questions before homework. But in the composition, we don't do that. So, let's do a recap of all the headings of a composition lesson plan. Number 1, general aims. Number 2, specific objectives. 3, material aid. 4, previous knowledge. 5, introduction. 6, statement of aim. 7, presentation. In presentation, first teaching point will be keywords for introduction. Second will be keywords for the body and third will be keywords for the conclusion. Then 8th heading will be Blackboard summary. 9th will be writing and supervision. 10th, checking work. 11th, homework. So that's all for today. I hope you will make beautiful lesson plans on composition now. If you like the video, then please hit the like button, share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed to it yet. Thanks for watching.